Hello indie game fans, the Steam Summer Sale is upon us, so you know what that means. Awesome deals for fantastic games, so let's kick things off with insane 90% discounts on games that are certainly worth a play. Let's begin with Ninjin Clash of Carrots, a very underrated beat-em-up title that I quite like myself. It has you playing as a ninja, rabbit or fox, even having 2-player co-op, going after the baddies who have stolen the carrots from the town. While it does look like a runner title where the characters are constantly moving, it is actually a beat-em-up with fun combat and impressive progression systems and unlocks. The art style, while a little busy at times, does look great in my opinion, being a very colourful and fun title with a friend. I honestly cannot believe that a robot named Fight is at a 90% discount, since it is one of the best roguelite platformers out there, being a procedurally generated Metroid game that is more faithful to that series than virtually all other games in this space. The random generation of the world does lead to a ton of replayability, where you do unlock additional upgrades and power-ups from run to run, which does keep things interesting. Indie games and weird do go hand in hand, with Stikir from 2019 being one such example, a meta game about making a game. I do like the simple but effective pixel art and the sheer variety of gameplay in this, where I think that it's underrated and is a no-brainer at 90% off.
Time to move.
What was that, huh?
Perhaps the most quote-unquote game on this list is Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, one of the best stealth games of all time with impressive visuals and awesome gameplay. You play as a variety of characters, each with special abilities, having to accomplish their various objectives in whatever way that they can.
Such a fine view.
Developer Mimimi Games has really become one of the best developers in the space, with the standalone expansion Aiko's Choice from December 2021 also being worth a look. I have very fond memories of Wuppo Definitive Edition, since this was one of the games and developers that gave little old me a shot way back in 2016 when I first started this channel, so I'm always happy to showcase this very quirky and unique indie game. It might not look like it, but this is a Metroidvania set in a very strange world with all sorts of creatures with made up names such as worms and Fanackers. You're evicted from your house and have to find a new place to live, with puzzles, combat, story, humor and all that jazz in this game, which is tremendous value for money at this price. My love for construction puzzle games began with Poly Bridge, another title from 2016, so of course you know that I have nostalgia for this. But rose-tinted glasses aside, this is one of the best bridge building games out there. I love the chill, low poly look, where suspension and hydraulic bridges are interesting to wrap your head around. So at the low price of just $1, do give this a try, even if this genre is not usually your thing. It's always interesting to see where developers have come from by looking at their back catalogue, where Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is one of the earliest releases of a team headed up by Joseph
Fuck the Oscars!
Fares, who later went on to make A Way Out and It Takes Two. While those games are more obviously co-op, at the time, Brothers had one of the most interesting control schemes in that you were controlling the two brother characters with the left and right thumbsticks, so it's actually a single player game. There's a wonderfully self-contained experience with awesome set pieces, being a must-play if you have not. While personally, I have not really gotten along with Spelunky, I do have to recognise its importance in indie game history since it is one of the original roguelite titles that really spawned a whole new genre of games. Without Spelunky, we might not have gotten Rogue Legacy, Dead Cells, Skull the Hero Slayer and more, so for the historical significance alone, this is worth picking up. You might, however, fall into a very deep Spelunky hole since it is a very challenging roguelite with plenty of unique interactions between players, items, enemies and environments, and still holds up to this day. Another historical title of interest is Kingdom New Lands, the sequel to Kingdom Classic from 2015 and the progenitor to Kingdom Two Crowns later on. This was from the original developer, who then sold the Kingdom IP to publisher Raw Fury, going on to make Cloud Gardens himself, so going back and having a look at the ideas and mechanics in the early stages is always an interesting task. It is a side-scrolling strategy title where you have to manage your resources, upgrade your stronghold, and fend off monsters, presumably inspiring titles like Retropolis down the line, so the significance of this series cannot be understated.
Y'all gonna need yourself a body.
The now not indie at all Hitlander from Microsoft-owned Double Fine Productions is one of the most unique Metroidvanias out there, which seems to be underrated, so if you have not played this, I would recommend that you give this a try. I love the retro 70s sci-fi setting, but the gimmick is that your character is a floating head being able to attach themselves to other bodies and to use their abilities to access new areas, so you can see where the Metroidvania elements come in. There's nothing quite like this in Metroidvanias, so check it out if you have not, taking the #1 spot. For more Metroidvanias, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.